How you doing? I'm Darren with Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I like to cook bone-in pork chops on the grill. We're going to be using the PK grill. Get some nice grill marks on these. They're going to be fantastic. Hit them with a kiss of cherry wood smoke at the end. These are some absolutely beautiful Compark pork, dry-aged, bone-in pork chops, and these things are thick. You'll see them when I get them out of the package. It's going to be a very simple cook today, but it's going to be a very delicious cook today. Let's bring you in and show you how we're going to prep up these chops. All right, guys, so these are the dry-aged Compark Family Farms bone-in pork chops. You can see, I'm going to show you when I get it out of the package, but just beautiful marbling in this pork. This is the same company that I use for my competition pork and ribs, and I love the product. I love the family. They're great people, and I highly recommend checking them out if you haven't. And these are just absolutely fantastic. I picked them up from my sponsor store, Northern Fire Barbecue in Minnetonka, Minnesota. Very reasonably priced. And just look at the marbling in there, and that comes from the way these hogs are raised. They actually ultrasound them to make sure they have the good marbling, they have a good feed program. I'm gonna have a link for everything down below. This is not a sponsored video. I just really believe in the product, and I really like the family. So yeah, beautiful looking pork chops. Look at this other one open here. I mean, look at that. Look at that marbling in there. Nice spinalis on that. Thick, thick pork chop. These are gonna be absolutely fantastic, I have no doubt. All right, so the prep on these chops is super simple. I'm not trimming any of this delicious porky fat on there. And this fat, I mean, just touching it, it's starting to render almost like Wagyu does. I mean, this is just beautiful, beautiful pork right here. Nice red color. Can't wait to try these up. So first rub we're gonna be coming in with is the Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. It's a solid base rub on anything. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know I love this rub. So just gonna hit it with a nice layer. Make sure we get the sides, especially on these thick boys here. We wanna make sure we get all of it seasoned up. Come into the other side here. Beautiful. Pick up some of that excess on the board. And next we're coming in with my Kickin BBQ Honey Chipotle. Nice color, nice sweet heat, absolutely fantastic rub. And these two rubs paired together, dare I say, probably one of the best combinations in barbecue, in my biased, humble opinion. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the Honey Chipotle on there, just for some nice color, some nice flavor. It's got smoked paprika in there, bring a nice element of flavor to that. Again, pick up any excess on the board. And there we go, super simple seasoning on these chops. They look fantastic, perfectly seasoned all around. And like I said, we're gonna be cooking on the PK grill today, which I don't know that I've ever used on my channel before. I love it, it's a weeknight cooker for me. I'll be using GrillGrates, get some nice lines on here, make them look nice and pretty. Hit them with a nice vinegar sauce. When they're done, get a little cherry smoke on them after we get that sear on there, and they are going to be fantastic. So let's go out and get the PK grill fired up. All right, so the setup we're gonna be running today for these pork chops is the PK Original. I have a chimney of lumped charcoal. Just gonna set down my cubes, get those lit. All right, while we wait for the coals to get lit up in that chimney out at the PK, and while we wait for these pork chops to sweat in, I wanna take a moment to thank today's sponsor of the video, Typhur. This is their Instaprobe. If you've been watching my channel for the past couple videos, you know I'm absolutely in love with this thing. It boasts a 0.75 second reading, which means it's under a second. It is extremely quick, has a bright OLED display on there. It rotates. Now, this is not the cheapest thermometer on the market, but it does boast a DCTI technology, which is direct contact thermocouple integration, which means as soon as you get in, it's reading, you get out, you don't lose a ton of heat, and it also has an IP67 rating for water, so if it gets dirty, you just go ahead, wash it off, you don't have to worry about anything ruining it. Nice magnet on the back, I hang it on the refrigerator, that way if I'm cooking inside, I can just grab it, check what I need to. If I'm cooking outside, just grab it off, head out, take care of my business. I highly recommend it. If you want to cook good food, you need to invest in a good thermometer. I'm recommending Typhur to you guys. I wouldn't recommend something that I didn't use or I didn't believe in to you guys. But when you're cooking pork chops, they used to say you got to cook these things to 165 degrees. We have a beautiful product here from Compart Family Farms. And the last thing we want to do is overcook these pork chops. So we're shooting for 140-ish degrees. We're going to pull them off, let them rest. They'll carry over to that 144, 145. They're going to be extremely juicy, extremely tender, and you're not going to be able to do that without an accurate instant read thermometer. So I highly recommend looking into the Typhur. I'm going to have a link to their website down below so you can learn more about it for yourself. This did take them 2 years to develop, and it really shows in the product. It's a quality product. It's heavy duty. And I also have a link where you can go and purchase one down below, and it does make a good Father's Day gift. So if you're looking for something to get that father in your life, I highly recommend looking into these Typhur thermometers. They're lightning quick. I'll also leave a link. You can go and check out the comparison I did between this and the ThermoWorks products. I love my ThermoWorks MK4, but this thing blew it out of the water. It blew the ThermoPen 1 out of the water by far. That thing took forever compared to this. So yeah, highly recommend looking into this Typhur Instaprobe. Thank you, Typhur, for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. Now let's go and cook some pork chops. All right, so you can see here we have a nice coal bed going here. These top ones are starting to get a little gray. That means we are ready to dump these. So let's go ahead, get those coals dumped out. Set this chimney off to the side where I won't walk into it and burn myself. We're just gonna get these spread out here, like so. We're going to get our top grate on. This is extremely hot. Now we're gonna get our grill grates assembled. All right, so now we're just gonna let these grill grates come up to temp, kind of burn some of this grossness off. We'll get them cleaned up, and then we'll get these pork chops on the cooker, and they're gonna be awesome. All right, so now that we've let this burn a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and clean off our grates, just so we can get those nice, pretty grill lines. Then what we're gonna do, spray our grates with a little bit of this duck fat. We'll let them come up to temp just a little bit longer, and I'll bring you back when it's time to sear these off. All right, so now that we've let these grill grates come up to temp here a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and get the pork chops ready. Hit one side with a little duck fat. Get it set, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, we'll come in with the second one. Spray it down with some duck fat. Hold 1, 2, 9, 10. Give it a good press down so it's got good contact there. We're gonna close this down, let it go for 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right, so it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. Get underneath them, give them a little pop. Beautiful grill marks on there. Now we're gonna get the other side ready to go. A little bit of duck fat. Get that down. 1, 2, 9, 10. Good press. Get this other one there. Nice grill lines on that one too. Get this sprayed down. A little duck fat. Set it down. 1, 2, 9, 10. Another 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right, it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. We'll pop these up. Take a look at how they're going here. Nice looking grill marks there. I'm just gonna clean this off a little bit. Hit it with a little more duck fat. Now we're gonna spin it the other way. Take this one, nice grill marks there. Spray the other side. Put this one here. Give it a press. Give it a press. Another 1 minute and 30 seconds on the timer. All right, that 1 minute and 30's up. We're gonna open these up. Hit them with a little bit of duck fat here. Take a peek. Beautiful, beautiful marks on that one. That looks fantastic. Clean this off right here. Get this down, press one. This one, decent looking marks there. Got a little fat popping on there, that's okay. Get that sprayed. 1, 2, and 10. Press, press. Get this closed down. Another 1 minute and 30 on the clock, and this will be the last time we got to flip these. Afterwards, we'll get them up to a raised rack and just let them finish off. These are looking wonderful. They're smelling fantastic. They look freaking awesome. So see you in about 1 minute. All right, so our timer just went off. Let's go ahead and take a peek at these. Beautiful marks there. Awesome, awesome looking. Beautiful marks there. Awesome looking. Now at this point, we're just gonna get our grate up here. We're gonna get these on. We're gonna put the side we just had down up, so it's not gonna keep cooking that side. It'll cook nice and even. We're gonna come in with our Typhur and see where we're at. We are sitting at about 88 degrees on there. Check this one. sitting at about 89 degrees on this one. So now I'm just gonna let them go in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm gonna come over, flip them just so everything's cooking even. We are looking for an internal temp of around 140 degrees to get these off. As they get closer, I'll hit it with a little bit of that vinegar sauce I was talking about, but these are looking and smelling fantastic. 3 minutes, we'll come and check them, flip them, see how they're looking. All right, so it's been 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these chops over, just get some nice even cooking on there. I'm gonna take an internal temperature. These are at 109 and 112, so 111, cooking very evenly. This Typhur, like I said, just instantly reading. So we're just gonna let those go, and I'm just gonna keep doing this every 3 minutes until they hit about 135. Then we're gonna sauce them. I'll bring you back then. All right, so this one here is sitting at about 130 degrees. This one's just a little behind, but I wanna start getting a little bit of sauce on these. So I'm just gonna hit this. And this is the Blues Hog Tennessee Red, nice tangy vinegar sauce. We're just gonna start hitting these so they start caramelizing, and that has that old school barbecue smell to it that everyone loves. This is just smelling fantastic. So I'm gonna get these shut down. We'll flip them in a little bit and we'll do the other side. All right, so it's been a couple minutes. Get these flipped over. Check my internals on here. About 125 there, about 131 there. So I'm just gonna keep glazing these until they're done. Build up that flavor on there, that nice tang. Hit this up just like that. Make sure I get all the sides. All right, get this shut down and let them keep going. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Get these flipped. Beautiful. Get a little more sauce on here. Once that sauce hits that coals, it's just that classic barbecue smell that brings me back to my grandpa grilling, and just wonderful smell, and just, I love it. I love it, just old school barbecue smell. So let's go ahead and check the internal temperature on this one. This one is about 137.6. So it's very, very close. And this one is about 136, so it's catching up. So I'm gonna let these go about 3 more minutes and they're probably gonna be done. All right, guys, gonna go ahead and check these one more time here. And this one is a perfect 140.5. Beautiful looking chop right there. I mean, nice and caramelized on that sauce. That is fantastic. I'm gonna get this one off, get it set off to the side. Check this one, about 138.9. So this one just has a few more minutes. I'm gonna give it a final flip. Just hit it with a little bit more sauce since we have that opportunity to do so. Real nice. Put this over the hot spot here so it can get done. Close it down. I'm gonna let this one finish off and I will meet you inside after these rest and we will do a taste test. All right, so we've gone ahead and let these pork chops rest. I can't wait any longer. It is time to slice into them and see how we did. Just gonna follow that bone, get that off of there, gnaw on that later. Let's just go right across the middle, see how we did. Look at that, beautifully juicy, nice and moist in there. Slice off a piece. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Look at the moisture in there, not overcooked. That is what a pork chop should be. I mean, so tender, just effortless to rip it apart. I'm gonna try this. Wonderful flavor on that compart pork. So juicy, so tender. Nice tang from that vinegar sauce. Nice seasoning from the Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub. And the Ash Kickin BBQ Honey Chipotle. Excuse me. Go ahead and slice up a few more pieces here. Oh, just beautiful caramelization on there too from the sauce on that fat cap. Oh, I'm gonna try that out. That is so good. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful compart pork. Just so much moisture. Like I said, effortlessly tender. That's awesome. Really good flavor on that. And you don't think I'm letting this bone go to waste? I'm gonna be gnawing on this as a snack. All that crisped up fat, all that sauce caramelized on there. That's right there is calling my name. Oh yeah, fantastic. All right, guys. This pork chop is out of this world. So tender, so juicy, so delicious. It just melts in your mouth like butter. Very, very good flavor on it from that compart pork. I love pork chops. They're highly underrated. All people are all about the steaks, but these pork chops, when they're done right, are just chef's kiss. They're fantastic. It's got that old school barbecue flavor that I love. Yeah, I mean, just pure perfection. Guys, again, this cook was rocked out by the Typhur Instaprobe. Quit eating dry meat. Get yourself an Instaprobe that you can trust and that works very well. And you can have pork chops as wonderful, tender, and as juicy as this. Check out Compart Family Farms. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and I will see you next time.